The world of Path of Titans is full of danger. Enemy players are always on the hunt, and even a 1 centimeter fall can cost you your life. But none of that compares to the true menace of these unforgiven lands. I've been having a blast on the official servers, and I wanted to share some of our shenanigans, all of which had one thing in common: an NPC critter that spiced things up. I hope you enjoy. fight wasn't going well. Even though the spoon had backed out to the island, both of us were one hit away from death. But then, the spoon started whining. Something was rapidly enjoying its ankles. And so fell the said water reserve. The Silesaurs didn't think we deserved the body, but luckily it was deathly afraid of water. Once upon a time, there were 2 Latin Venatrix. This tale took place before the second asteroid, so there might be some visual disturbances here and there. The Latins had chosen a Titan as their prey, not the full-grown one, but still a formidable foe for the little Raptors. Bouncing uses a lot of stamina, and the Titan knew it. It tried to chase down one of the Raptors, the one it knew had just been latched onto it. But the Titan ended up slipping off a cliff and got sent straight back to the character selection screen. After the hunt, the Raptors ate their fill and sat down to recover their stamina. Nearby, there was a cave they wanted to check out, thinking it might be the perfect little hidey hole to heal in peace. But the cave was already occupied by a Packy. Not wanting to get stuck in the doorway, one of the Raptors darted past the Packy, trying to find another way out. The Packy followed it. Understandable, of course, this was its home. The other Latin rushed back to help its packmate. Luckily, they both made it out. The Packy didn't follow. Suddenly, a Hatzecopteryx appeared from the sky. Watching the replay, I noticed it had exactly the same username as the Titan. What a funny coincidence. The Hatch quickly snatched a piece of meat from its former self and gulped it down. Then, it turned its attention to the Latins. Angry storking sounds were the sign the Packy had been waiting for. It left the cave and attacked the Raptors alongside the Hats. And as a quick reminder, why didn't we just hide in the woods at this point? There were no woods, this was the old Grand Plains, with only some bushes. I'm using the replay tool to record this, so the terrain you see is from the updated version, even though the fight actually took place before the map changed. The fight split. The Hat was following the Raptor with the red throat, which had taken a couple of very nasty hits from the murderer stork. The Packy was chasing the other one. I mean, there actually was a bush there. I wasn't hiding out in the open like that, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. After the baggy lost sight of the Latin, it ran straight to help its hat's friend track the more hurt Raptor. But that Raptor also managed to hide in the foliage. The other Latin didn't know this, and was already on its way to help its buddy. But it ended up running into the baggy and soon had both the baggy and the hats after it. A lone Raptor doesn't do much damage, and it had to rely on its tail fan to avoid getting hit, which uses stamina. So, no surprise, the Raptor's stamina was running low. But then, its packmate came to help, with the real hero of this tale, the Alpha Silosaurus. The hats couldn't take off because it had a Raptor on its back. The Silosaurus made sure the packy left the scene too. And the Raptors got a safe escape. And a cool trophy. An adolescent Miragaya was enjoying a healthy salad when a loud rumble alerted it. A fully grown Pykno was coming to quest in the area. The Miragaya dove headfirst into the nearest bush and silently prayed that the Pykno had its foliage load distance set to epic. Sure enough, the Pykno didn't seem to notice the sweating pincushion right next to it, and instead started munching on some mushrooms. But the danger wasn't quite over yet. Someone else was watching. The whole time, a tiny Bagaceratops had been running around the Miragaya, and for some reason, it was doing its absolute best to snitch on the Mira to the Pykno. It kept screaming like an Alphorn, running away, then turning back to pretend it was scared. Scared of an adolescent herbivore. Like, look at this, I'm hiding here in this bush. You can see part of my neck there. And it keeps running back and forth, screaming. I swear, this little pest was trying to use pantomime skills to rat me out. Luckily, the Pykno wasn't interested in its games. It just finished its quest and wandered off. And the Mira got to keep enjoying its salad. But not before it let the critter know how it felt about its little joke. Are you tired of being all alone in Path of Titans? Do you ever feel like there's a sidekick-shaped hole in your life? Then you need a companion critter, the perfect little beast to brighten your days. These adorable companions come in all shapes and sizes, so you can find the one that's just right for you. Now you can get your very own critter for the unbelievable price of just one like on this video. Click now and your bloodthirsty critter buddy will appear near you next time you're in the game. Disclaimer: obedience not guaranteed. In the unlikely event of player injury, dismemberment, emotional trauma, or death caused by companion critter company assumes no responsibility and is not liable for any compensation or refunds. Use at your own risk. Terms and conditions do not exist. A juvenile Allosaurus was struggling, almost starving, as it wandered helplessly in search of food. But the Allo didn't know that something far more dangerous than hunger was lurking nearby, something that haunts every Juvie's nightmares. The sudden sounds of a fight startled the little Allo, but his hunger forced it to investigate. Then, silence. A gloomy stillness settled over the forest. Someone had just died. Yeah, maybe don't face tank out the critters. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck out there now that the critters can swim.